Regional leaders arrived in Cebu for the ASEAN Summit, where key discussions on food and energy security, migrant workers' welfare, and disaster resilience are expected to take center stage. For the latest, our multimedia reporter Luisa Cabato is reporting live from Lapu-Lapu City in Cebu. Luisa?
Neil, maayong udto from Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu. We are here in the Queen City of the South for the 40th ASEAN Summit and related meetings happening today until Friday. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has a packed schedule today. Earlier this morning, he attended a private meeting at Shangri-La Mactan and is also set to hold a bilateral meeting with Vietnamese Prime Minister His Excellency Lee Min-hong. An ASEAN foreign ministers meeting, which centered on mitigating measures to the disrupted energy flows, trade routes, food supply, and public welfare amid the Middle East conflict, was also held. Secretary of Foreign Affairs Maria Teresa Lazaro, who led the meeting, pointed out that the importance of crisis coordination among member states, especially with ASEAN being a food import-dependent region. During the 40th ASEAN Summit and related meetings here, Cebu is set to take another mark in the history, as it will also witness one of the regional bloc's milestones. This is the first ever amendment to the Association of Southeast Asian Nations Charter since its adoption in 2007. This protocol supports the full integration of its youngest member, Timor-Leste, in the regional bloc. Leaders from Indonesia and Malaysia are expected to arrive anytime now for the special BIM ASEAN Growth Area Summit of Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Philippines. After the meetings, a dinner for ASEAN leaders will be hosted by President Marcos and First Lady Lisa Araneta Marcos. So far, two ASEAN leaders and representatives have already arrived in Cebu. They are Myanmar Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Yu Hao Fan Song, and His Majesty Sultan Haji Hassan Al Bolkiah of Brunei. Meanwhile, the charter plane carrying Marcos landed at Mactan Benito Ebuel Airbase shortly past 9 p.m. yesterday. The actual Leaders Summit or the main ASEAN Summit is on Friday. These discussions will center on food and energy security, the welfare of migrant workers, and disaster resilience following the Middle East crisis. As of now, we are still monitoring the schedules of the ASEAN leaders for tomorrow. Back to you.
Mm. Luisa, isa ba sa mga mapag-uusapan dyan yung issue ng West Philippine Sea? Dahil alam natin, mainat na issue yan ngayon at inaasahan, no? Na, is Luisa still here? Luisa?
Yes.
Okay. Luisa, so mapag-uusapan ba yung issue ng West Philippine Sea? Because I understand no, na may mga plano in the past na baka sakali na maaprubahan yung West Philippine Sea, South China Sea Code of Conduct kapag Pilipinas na yung nag-host dahil mas magkakaroon ng push to really forward itong Code of Conduct na ito. No? So kasama ba yan sa mga pag-uusapan ngayong taon?
Neil, isa nga sa mga pag-uusapan bukas ng ASEAN leaders ay itong negotiation ng ASEAN countries with China regarding the South China Sea of Conduct. Pero walang pipirmahang binding agreement bukas. Ang sabi lang sa atin ni ASEAN spokesperson Dominic Imperial, pag-uusapan ng mga leader ng ASEAN kung paano ma-manage yung maritime dispute, mabawasan yung tension, at ma-prevent yung military incidents sa South China Sea.
Luisa, may mga questions no, na surrounding the hosting of the Philippines nitong ASEAN Summit given yung current landscape natin na mataas yung presyo ng mga bilihin. So, optics-wise, no, mapapaisip ka din. Ano kaya yung mga preparasyon na ginawa dyan? May mga changes ba na ginawa yung ating gobyerno para hindi naman ganun ka-ingrande yung hosting natin ng ASEAN Summit? Again, given the current landscape na maraming Pilipino na hirap dahil sa mataas na presyo ng bilihin ng gasolina.
Nauna nang sinabi ni Pangulong Marcos noon na itong ASEAN Summit ngayong buwan ay magpo-focus sa tatlong variables topic. Kabilang dyan ay yung crisis sa Middle East. And based sa observation natin ngayon, sa bilang pangalawang araw ko ditong nag-cover ng ASEAN, ay medyo mas ginawang simple nga yung mga preparasyon, yung mga pagkain, lahat ng pwedeng gawing simple ay ginawang simple ng Pilipinas para makatipid. And itong ASEAN Summit kasi, magsa-center din siya sa mga ginagawang hakbang ng ASEAN countries para matugunan yung pangangailangan ng kanya-kanyang bansa para nga dito sa tumataas na presyo ng langis, ng pagkain na dulot ng Middle East crisis.
Okay, maraming salamat, Luisa.